old Southern comfort food.
Oh,
this
and
I want in my belly.
Yeah, I want you to notice that it is the very first thing that St. Clair brought us 15 years ago.
Yeah.
The original recipe of their Southern chicken and dumplings with more chicken. More chicken, and then packaged exactly how you and I wanted it, which is in the 1 pound bags. All you need to know how to do is boil water, because once you boil water for 15 or 20 minutes, you pop this in here and you are finished. What's going into your belly feels like mama's chicken and dumpling stew. Like, that's the texture that you're getting. So here's what you're looking at. Each one of these is 1 pound. So you're choosing a 4 count or an 8 count. The 4 count is going to be 5 easy payments of $9.80. The 8 count is going to be 5 monthly payments of $13.20. We didn't double the price. In fact, you're saving $32 simply by buying the 8 count. And do you see how lean these are? These would be easy to stack into your freezer. So each one of them serves 1 to 2 people a really healthy helping. It's M67656. That's your item number. We're going to go to Alberti so you can really see what's in it. But then we actually have our guest with us, Lauren Edmonds, and she and her family are responsible for bringing the deliciousness of St. Clair sides to us. And this, their very first item they brought, the chicken and dumplings. So Lauren, nice to chat with you. How are you? We miss you.
Hi, Rachel. Hey, Alberti. How
Hi,
are you guys
Lauren.
doing?
Listen, home cooking has never been easier.
Right. Comfort food fast is what I like to say.
Comfort food fast. And you know what? Let me just say before we even start, this is so good. It sold out the last 2 times we presented it. And Alberti and I were presenting it, and it keeps getting sold out. And we do have this on an auto delivery, which means it's our promise to you to make sure you get it to your door every 90 days. This is only available here at QVC. And so if you've ever wanted to love on your own belly, your daughter's belly, your son's belly, your honey's belly, this is the way you do it, because it tastes just like homemade. Lauren, take it away, because there's white meat and dark meat in here. There's like a secret recipe going on. Share with us how you make this deliciousness.
Oh, that's right. Well, it is a secret, but I'll give you a few little hints. So we start with our white and dark meat chicken. You've got the white meat that's just juicy and tender and flavorful, and that dark meat is what really goes into that gravy that makes it so rich and so flavorful. We simmer it down with lots of spices. You can even see the little black specks of black pepper in there. And then, of course, we've got our dumplings, which the dumplings are rolled and cut dumplings so that they never get really mushy. They just absorb some of that, I like to call it gravy, in the bag when you actually cook it off. And as you see, when you pour out of that bag, they're just perfectly tender and pillowy soft. And then you've got the chicken, so flavorful. And then you just need a biscuit on the side to stop up all the gravy.
And then you need a nap.
Yes.
Right after.
You totally need a nap.
Exactly.
That biscuit on the side is just everything with this. And you know, and the consistency, Lauren, is that yummy stew-like consistency. This isn't like a watery soup. You're going to taste all those flavorful ingredients. And it's going to, as my mom says, it'll stick to your belly, which is good, right? It feels like it's that lovely hug. And it tastes like somebody's been in the kitchen, you know, kind of stewing over this and stirring it or whatever for hours and hours and hours. And chicken and dumpling, I mean, wasn't that like the first soup that was your favorite love? And I think I got it out of the red and white can. This is nothing like that, but it's your favorite soup on steroids, Lauren.
That's right. Well, you know, we're kind of the Southern food experts on QVC, and we've been doing this for 15 years on QVC, but we've been making Southern foods for about 44 years at St. Clair for restaurants. So we really like to pride ourselves on knowing these long-term Southern recipes. And this is, like you said, Rachel, one of those recipes that takes you all day to make, because you got to simmer the chicken, you got to cook the broth, you got to add the spices, simmer the or cut the dumpling, roll the dumplings, cut the I'm exhausted just talking about it.
Right.
And the crazy thing is that, you know, before you would always give it to us in these larger bags. And so many of us would have to, like, you know, heat up so much for so many people. And it was our customer request that said, hey, can I get it in these almost like single serving, double serving bags? So now if you're just 1 or 2 people at home, check this out. 1 bag is the perfect amount. I mean, like, you know, listen, I could go through this because
so could I.
Just because of just sheer gluttony, because you love it so much,
Right.
But this is the thing, is like now that's dinner, that's homemade meal without having to do any cooking. without having to do any work yourself, right? You've got everything in there, and it's white meat, it's dark meat. You've got all of that goodness. Somebody else did all the cooking for you. Lauren Edmonds and her family and their company did all the cooking for you. But all you needed to do was boil water.
That's it.
And put the bag in for how many minutes? Like
15 to 20 minutes. And all you're choosing is whether or not you want 4 pounds or 8 pounds. And let me just say that as well. This is 4 pounds of food or 8 pounds of food. I know we're saying 1 to 2 servings, but you're getting a lot.
Oh, yeah.
And it's $9.80 for 4 pounds or $13.20 for 8 on that 5 easy payments. And let me just invite you, if you're shopping with us for the first time and you think, oh my gosh, am I really going to buy something on TV? Here's the thing. We have been presenting food for years and years and years. All of our food ships for free. There's still a 30-day love it or return it policy. But this is something that St. Clair came here 15 years ago, and this was the item they brought to us 15 years ago. Fast forward 15 years later, they're still bringing the same item. That means everybody keeps reordering it. It's a beloved one. And then St. Clair's listened, and as Alberti was saying, these were in larger bags originally. But then you guys and all of us shoppers said, can you make them smaller? And they did. So they're 1 pound bags a piece, easier to store, still all that deliciousness. If you know how to boil water, you get this. I got to give you an update of what's going on. If you want the 4 count, it is last call. The 8 count, 600 remaining. Auto delivery is popular, and I'm going to back up because there's something else we do that's special here. 4 pounds, $49. Mm-hmm. If you doubled that, right, you're looking at $100. Nope, that's not our price. We're going to save you $32 when you get the 8 count. So when you buy more, you actually get this tremendous savings, and it's still just in the freezer. All you're doing is boiling water. Lauren Edmonds is on the phone with me. Lauren, if somebody's just joining us, remind us how this Southern recipe is so special and different and has been loved for so long.
Well, it really is special, and that's because we always use the best ingredients we can find, and then we cook it in a way like you would cook it at home. We base our recipes off of our family recipes and what we love to eat, too, down here in Memphis, and this one is no different. We start with dark and white meat chicken, and then we simmer that gravy down with all those flavors, that black pepper and chicken broth, until it's a really nice gravy consistency. There's so much chicken in there. And then, of course, we add our rolled cut dumplings. So they're in little squares, and when you cook them in that bag, they just puff up and absorb some of that gravy.
They're so
but
fluffy.
There's still a bunch of gravy, so you get to sop it all up.
Yeah, and you know what? We'd love to say that this is going to last for forever, but we highly believe that it will not, because the last 2 times we presented it, it sold out. So if you're looking at this and you're thinking about it, please don't ruminate for very long, because this always sells out, and then it takes us a while to get it back in. So choose, who are you serving? Each one of these serves about 2 people generously. So you're looking at 4 pounds, 8 serving, or 8 pounds, 16 servings. And again, boil water. You have 15 minutes. It's done. This is last call. This is going to go. It's M67656. It'll go directly to your door. You're not interacting with anyone. So enjoy it. Lauren, thank you so much for being with us.
We miss you.
Oh, thank you. I miss you guys, too. I hope to talk to you soon.
Excellent.
Thank you. All right, so listen, you want to pick up the St. Clair's before it sells out, just like the Kiffle did. So congratulations to those of you that picked that up. And also, Island Treasure is sold out. So all of our dessert-hungry friends out there,
oh, yes.
Congrats on getting that. Listen, our one-time only value is still coming up in the show. Hopefully, if it doesn't sell out,
right.
Kim and Scott's, if you want them, now's your chance to pick them up. And you know what? Now's your chance to get happy.